my ear, talking a whole bunch of shit that I ain't trying to hear. Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that.
Beep. So, hey, how you doing? This is JoeCoo calling. Bullshit! What is happening today? All kinds of stuff. It's a theater out there. A little bit of a theater. But let's find the show. Maybe, outside of all the drama, we can find a theater that really matters. You know, life, you know, spirit, all that. But instead, we get to turn on a television show and see medication ads. What do you got? How about a placebo? Let's get you a placebo. And news. Lots of news. And you know what? I promised I wouldn't talk about stuff like this. So let's just do a preface of what exactly we're seeing in the news every day. Every single day. It looks like a slap fight, doesn't it? Yep, this is what it is when you turn on television. Hi, I'm going to introduce myself. We're in America. You America? Oh, well then, maybe, you got things to do, people to see, we got to see a replay of that. There's got to be a little bit of replay. I'm sorry, I've got to see that. I got to see that in slow motion. This is how you feel. Every time you watch the news. Yeah, I know I wouldn't talk about it. I knew it, but said I wasn't going to talk about it. But it's just so out of control. Sometimes you got to call it bullshit. And I'm not about that political stuff per se. But we want to give you what's bothering you. Oh, I know it's so frustrating. I know I don't always talk about stuff like that, but you know, here's the truth. We got to look out for each other. Call it what it is.
Authorization for a military operation without declaring a war.
Without declaring a war.
And the President of the United States understood that.
He understood that, and that's what comes from a judge. A judge. A judge. That's what comes from a judge. Simply stated, you know, you can't just go blowing people up. It's an act of war on the United Nations, practically. Especially if you're going to make a mockery of, people dying. Sorry, I'm going to have to say it. This is not of sane mind. You don't, if you're a psychologist, and I'm not a psychologist, but if they're one in the room, I'm probably going to hang out with them. We're going to have a couple drinks and we laugh at everybody else. I don't spell it out. Okay, so when you lose your ability to have any censorship of the loss of life, I don't know, maybe you're hanging out with Jeffrey. It's just, you're desensitized. There was a school blown up, okay, and then the White House puts out something like this. Well, there's people dying. Sports, people dying. Video game, Snoop, people dying. I'm sorry. You're desensitized. You're desensitized. But we don't have to get into it. We can all say,
Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that.
and then who, of all people, came back and said, excuse me, sir, do not use my content. Especially when it takes a comedian to say, don't use my material. Really, a comedian, it needs to be the one lecturing the president. I believe
the universe is talking to us right now.
Says, calm down. You just gotta listen. You gotta listen. We don't know how things are gonna go. We don't know. All we know is that America's not into seeing people dying. But let's talk about something more interesting. There was no sports on today, so I almost had to go for the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Why do you need a drone for a boat that's standing completely still?
Yes, sir. Goodness.
Yes, sir.
Big old smallmouth, bro.
Big old smallmouth, bro. What you think about that?
3 pounds, 6 ounces.
3 pounds is big old smallmouth? That's a small big old mouth. I don't know. These people are crazy. Okay. I don't even understand what they're saying. Let's go a little bit further. Let's check in with the Bubba team. What's going on with the Bubba team? No.
He took $3
$3
off my hook.
on my hook.
He was
What?
buying Reese cups from me.
Got what? $6 you got from me, you sons of bitches. I don't know, man. These people with the water are crazy. Crazy. Like, how about this guy? Superhero fisherman tackles piranha.
Absolutely full of piranhas. They're just all over the place.
All over the place.
Doesn't mean to say, though, that I can't do this.
No! But he did it. Why did he do it? Why would you do that? Especially when you know that, those things, are, let's examine, can just bite through anything.
I'm just going to see if we can demonstrate how sharp those teeth are.
Yeah.
This is 300-pound braking steel used to make bulletproof vests.
Just get some in here.
What? Gone. And he's just going to jump in the water. What else?
Hey, that's impressive.
Steel.
I'm just going to see.
Total steel. And then he bites right through it. Bites right through steel. This man knows this. What does he do? What does he do? He uses his body as bait against a giant piranha called tigerfish.
On the edge of what we should be doing.
On the edge, what we should be doing, mate. What you should be doing is you should not be jumping in the water with, piranhas, and then using yourself as bait, and then releasing bait.
Bring the fish bag.
Brought fish bag. What's going to happen?
I do wonder about the advisability.
Oh my God! It's going to get crazy.
Bloody chopped up fish.
It's going to get crazy. Bloody chopped up fish, giant piranha in the water by yourself. Here they come. Look out!
Getting closer.
Your dinner.
I brace myself for the jaws.
And then, what happens? Look at these jaws, giant piranha. And then I'm gonna jump in the water, and I swear it's gonna work out. And then what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing? All of that? For absolutely nothing. How much do we have to throw ourselves in life entertainment? I mean, there's plenty of stuff going out there, people. We don't have to watch the news. And there is plenty of sports as well. What kind of sports is there? Well, I had a pretty good day. We saw some hockey, watching some tennis, watching some basketball. And then just down the street, Indian Wells. Oh, it's our favorite tennis player looking for the biggest win in history of tennis for the Grand Slam. Comes over the top. What? There we go. It's over. Well, but, we're just in the middle of this. It's going to be a long term. It's a long way to go. A lot of games to go. We got to walk some strategies. Probably going to go golfing tomorrow. I'm sure his life is really, really rough. We got to like the fact that, he's a wonderful player. And then we got the Lakers the other day, I think they're going to make it to the playoffs. This made me happy. Oh, look at this tremendous lead. And all they can do is try to draw the foul. And you're going up against the big bitch. I'm sorry, he doesn't look like a bitch. I don't know why they would call him a bitch. The Pacers are doing good, but losing that battle, but for some reason. But the commentator has note of how the bitch factor. Not really sure what that is.
Bench points. Bench point. Bench point. Bench point. Bench point. Bench points.
He was a little bit of a bitch. Trying to draw the foul. I don't know if I agree with that, but it was stopping, which made me feel good. I did get in a little bit to the Golden State game, which I found to be rather exhilarating. We're going to find that the playoffs for this basketball season are going to be quite fast and furious. But let's move on to some other fun topics. Talking about deep water experiences, look at this crazy guy coming up from the bottom of the sea. He's determined to go to the bottom of every single ocean in every single hemisphere. Deep from the Mariana Trench, and then all of a sudden, look what happens.
But now water is finding its way through the hatch vent.
Uh-oh.
As Victor descends further,
Victor.
the sub is squeezed by the immense water pressure.
Victor is 4 hours away from the top. And then Victor goes on to go to the freezing Arctic and find a cave. Who are these people? How do they get the resources to just go jump into anything they can think of?
The subsystems will need to survive in the Arctic danger zone for more than 7 hours.
7 hours. 7 hours. Okay, 4 hours up, 4 hours down in the Mariana Trench, 4 hours down there. How do you stem from one? How, do you gotta pee? I don't know. He doesn't have a spacesuit on it. He's kind of gross. Let's see what else they were doing. Just horseback. I'm okay. I'll be okay. Oh, not okay. Yeah. Guy says, yeah, not okay. I'm sorry. I just can't believe the amount of cojones on some people. Y'all want to see something funny? We want to see something funny. That's fine. How about something tropical? Let's do something nice. Let's change the topic. I love this guy. I don't know. I can't get enough of this guy's goofiness. Like, it doesn't matter what he's doing. He's just so happy to be in nature. And he's like, I think they should make a movie out of him. We should make him into a squirrel or something. Do an animated movie. Anybody in for that? You guys like animation? Put your hands in the air. Okay, let's see what happens.
On 3.
Okay,
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, I can't help it, man. It's a treehouse. It's nice. It's a very nice treehouse. But I don't know. How old are you? Who are we here? We just get to make treehouses for a living? We fly around the planet?
Christina's creating an inviting space.
So we're carrying a piano into a treehouse.
Carrying a piano into a treehouse. Making a bedroom in a treehouse. What happens if you gotta go pee? It's the middle of the night, there's no lights, you can't see. But what if you're a girl? How are you gonna do it? Okay, so I don't really, I'm kind of confused what this guy's talking about.
Every 9.5 inches.
Monkey pods every 9.5 inches.
This is a work of art.
And the monkey pods.
Oh.
You know what that means?
Well, look at the stuff he's building. It's amazing. Somebody's backyard. I think they're in Kauai at this point, and who would want to build a treehouse in Kauai?
The only things that I was hoping for with a treehouse was some hanging chairs.
Some hanging chairs. She wants some hanging chairs. What else? What else do they want?
It felt really cozy.
Scissor it forward.
Scissor it? What? Scissor it? What is this guy even talking about? Mixed connotation, but look at this place that he's building in Kauai, looking into the surf. You gotta admit, it's pretty wonderful. Oh, look at that. Gauging the surf from your treehouse. Looking at the surf from your treehouse in Kauai. Can anyone explain to me how these surfers and these people can afford to do this? I can't even think about buying a house in Kauai, which is on the beach nonetheless, and building a surf building a surf palace. You can walk up and see, oh, let's go out, honey. What do we do? I don't know. Can you take me out of this treehouse? Because I got to pee. But to get right back down to it, we got to let the rest of the world and the people speak for the people.
Are not parties to this conflict. It is vital that we prevent further escalation and return to a diplomatic process.
And just when you think it was safe to go back in the water or a mountain, it's not. I thought I was done talking about this, but the Olympics are back. The opening and closing ceremonies are back. I have to talk about it again. You know, of course they have the symbolism. Of course, they didn't listen. And now they're going to make fun of the Paraolympics. I mean, can we just get the issues out of the way? People let the athletes do their thing. They work so hard. Come on, look at this guy. They hung a guy in a wheelchair in the air, and the guy was like, I'll catch you. Oh, but he let go. He wasn't going to let go, and then he lets go. And he's like, I'm floating and I'm in a wheelchair, and then he lets go. How about this person on the left? Capable human being helping someone who looks like you're gonna fall and then walks away. Okay, you good? All right, we'll see you later then. Okay, I'm good, thanks, bye. And I will look at things. But can you throw me a freaking bone here? You know, at least they made it short. They made it sweet. There wasn't too much dancing. They went straight to the games. These poor people have to work so freaking hard. And you're gonna make the able-bodied people do dances around them. I'm sorry, I'm offended. I call that bullshit. Shooting them down one by one. I know they're listening, and we're ready to give you advice on trying to be a better person. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I can't know if I can be a better person. All I know is that these able-bodied people are flipping around and they're so serious. We're serious. I'm gonna make this pose. Curious. You're not curious. You're not disabled either. You know, you should maybe, I don't know, let them plan it next time. How about that? Let's get right down to the real heart of the story. Why didn't they start the Olympic ceremonies with this guy and this gal instead of the relighting of the torch, which guess what, looked exactly the same, and I'm not going to show you. Maybe I will. No, just kidding. We're going to just go with these wonderful people. Look at this beautiful story, this couple coming in hard and fast, going through all the elements for the Paraolympics.
I don't know. It's just like, it hurts so much to see her like when she's injured and she can't compete. So it's definitely challenging.
He's going to cry. They're going to get married.
I don't know. It's just like
I think he won her.
I'm sorry.
Oh, babe, it's an extra. Extra, read all about it. But that would have been a good opening ceremony, wouldn't it? Well, that's not what we got. We got serious poses. Light. Heart, there art thou a light. Oh, wait. Sorry, it's Italian. It would have been better if it was the other way around. I love them. They know how to eat. But it is what it is. The Olympics are weird, and guess what? There's gonna be another closing ceremony. And we sing, and I call that bullshit. Bring it to you true from the hip, because that's how we do it. America, God bless.